Hi, everyone. Welcome to the newest episode of the VAR-VAR-AWAY podcast. We're gathered here to talk about wonderkids who didn't turn out to live up to the hype. I'm sure you guys know about. You have your own examples of FIFA cards that had crazy potential and never reached their heights. But we're going to be talking about all of our favorite wonderkids. Maybe you'll remember all of them. Let me introduce the rest of the podcast. Hey guys, in Daytona, how was your week?
We're good, Daggy. How are you?
I'm good. Let's start with an icebreaker. Actually, I was thinking about this question throughout the week, especially because I was playing tonight. Do you guys think it's better to play football or watch it? Which one do you guys enjoy better, more?
Uh,
That's a tough question.
Watching.
play football. Play
I
football.
prefer watching.
Zach
I prefer playing.
prefers watching. Okay, Natia, you prefer playing. How about you, Nibs? And
I'd say watching, barely though.
really,
It's close.
dang. It is tough because I feel like the highest, like at its best, I feel like playing football is better than like watching football, like at both of those pinnacles. But like watching football as lowest is like depressing. But like if you're like having a bad day of football, you want to like keep playing and getting better. I don't know. That's what
Mhm.
how I feel at least.
Like, imagine you're like a kid and then you're playing football the whole day. Like, you don't
Like
get
it
that
doesn't
much.
get tiring, man. Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to keep going. Yeah, I don't know.
That's why football,
Eddie,
when everybody playing around you is also playing that seriously, like it's so much more fun. Like the game is so much more intense.
yeah,
You know?
Like, you tackle your best friend, then you leave the field hugging each other.
yeah. You leave it on the pitch, man.
You leave it
You
on
left
the
me with some scars, man.
pitch.
You left me with some scars, yo yo. No cap.
Try defending. Actually, no. Actually, Nati, you should know about this. Me, you, and Robiel were defending for like years,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
sometimes you do like friendly fire out of nowhere. That bastard, man, that guy was crazy. Randy just threw on me for no reason.
That's funny.
But
That's a
yeah,
good icebreaker.
yeah. Anyways, before we go on to like the main topic, there was a very entertaining game with the Sidemen playing the big charity match against YouTube All Stars. I just wanted to go around the table and ask like, who do you guys think was the man of the match in the game? So I'll start with who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
I feel like Manny obviously got the goals, but my man of the match was Chris MD. Chris MD was really good for the All
Oh,
Star.
okay.
He didn't have like good teammates, so he had to carry the team, and obviously they lost. But I still think he had the best performance on the
Don't
pitch.
you think he was sort of wasteful, Nebs? Like I mean, you have to give the penalty to Speed, but like he really put him on the pedestal to fail, though, don't you think?
He did. He did.
JJ
was
was
so funny.
outrageous that game, man. JJ was outrageous. Um, yeah.
It was
Did
very
you see
incredible.
Gideon when
It
he
was really
grabbed the
incredible.
ball? He just
Yeah,
let it go.
yeah, he just went into the goal with the ball. Then he
You could
started
tell he
playing
was
that in
trying to get
midfield
speed
as a
of flow
goalkeeper,
through. Like
bro.
it was crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, how about the rest of you guys? Who do you
That's what I
think
mean.
was
Like,
the man of the match?
if you think of man of the match in terms of like entertainment, bro, I feel like it was definitely like players from the YouTube All Stars, bro. Because like Gideon and Speed were just very much
Yeah,
like the
They're
most
just
entertaining
hilarious.
players. One of them.
yeah.
They're just there
Yeah,
for
bro.
fun. They don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How about you,
Exactly.
Yo-Yo and Zach? Who are your man of the matches?
I didn't see
I
the
didn't
game.
watch the game,
Yeah.
but from what I saw online, I heard Angry Ginger had an
Yeah,
incredible game.
he was my
He had
man of the match,
like
man. He was very good.
I heard some people were saying he should go
That's
pro or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. They were calling him
yeah.
like who was it? I don't remember. But he was just very good in the game,
Better
man.
than Maguire. Better than Maguire.
Oh yeah, but that's not a bar. Come on.
Yeah,
Better than
yeah.
Maguire.
I don't know, Casa. I don't know if you're with us, man. Otherwise, we can just go ahead and move on to like Wonder Kids, which is the main topic for this crap podcast. Who do you guys have first? Because we have a couple of names. I don't know who wants to go first. Otherwise, I'll
Let me
just
go first. Let me go first.
okay. Oh, yeah.
This one was my favorite. You know Hesse? Madrid's
Mm-hmm.
Hesse. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my god. He was so good. He had techers, but I don't know what happened. He wanted first team football. And he went to PSG, obviously, like many players. Then he just forgot football. was devastating.
Where is he now? You know?
I think Las Palmas,
Oh,
second league in Spain.
damn.
Wow.
Imagine from winning Champions Leagues back to that.
He wasn't bad at Stoke too. He played at Stoke for like
Yeah,
a
he
couple.
did. Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
Football's a cruel
Mm.
game, you know. Sometimes.
It is, man. Yeah. Uh, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. Just who wants to go next? Nebs or Zach or Nati?
I can go next. The player I chose is Hakeem Mastor. If you guys played FIFA,
Oh yeah.
was supposed to be like the next Neymar. He was in AC Milan. Like he was getting all the deals. I know Nike signed him, and I mean he got a lot of money. And then like he completely failed, and then now he's playing in Greece. So like, yeah,
Dang.
epitome of the like failed wonder kid.
You guys are like relatively obscure so far, like with the shots you guys have had so far. You know that kids.
I can take a more common or known pick next with El Shaarawy.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, he's completely failed because he still starts for Roma, but like the potential that he had back when he was like still a teenager was insane. Everyone thought he was gonna be like the next Neymar when he was in AC Milan.
Yeah, they're doing.
Yeah.
He was nasty.
There's definitely big
But-
talk around him. Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? Whenever I see the number 92, I always think of him. No other player. He really made it a cool number, though.
I love
I mean,
that when players
when
like
you ever see
choose
that
to not
number,
switch
though.
numbers and
And it's always with that hair, like that hair. I'll never forget his haircut
Yeah.
and that
That's
high
fire.
top. Yeah. How about you, Nati?
I feel like I'm gonna just go for an obvious one, but like Jack Wilshere is definitely one. But yeah, I feel like for him it was just like I feel like he he put Ringer ball out there. I don't know if it makes sense. Like he played that like very well, and I don't know, it was very disappointing. Obviously, it's the injuries that put him out. And I remember watching the game that was like that, like that serious injury that took him out for a while. But I don't know, it was a disappointing end to Wilshere. But yeah, that's my wonder kid.
It's always injuries.
Mm.
It was injuries, man.
It's because like
not
players
saying
can't
that,
really
no.
recover from it. You don't take the same risks you would have usually have taken.
You gotta recover mentally too. I think that's the
That's true.
biggest
you
part.
can't do the same physically. You're never 100% again.
Very good point. Mine was pretty obvious as well. I don't know if you guys have him, but I went with Dele Alli because I remember when he first started, like he was really supposed to be the next big thing. Obviously, he started like at MK Dons and then went to Tottenham and did bits. I think he did like a 20 goals and 20 assists season on day. Did bits. I remember against United, he was notorious for scoring every time he played against them 2-0. So I know you hate him as well. Again, yeah, he was a baller for a period, and I hated him not only because he played for Tottenham, but he also had like a character. He was like Richarlison, but actually like a good footballer. Yeah, he had like skills and outputs and everything. He is like a road. I don't know if he's called a road man, but he sort of had that energy about him too. But it went like
Give a fuck.
downhill so quickly overnight, man. And obviously, some things have come out about his past, which you don't want to hear about again. Yeah.
You know, Daggy, when you
It
said
really
that,
shows you, like, how
Nevs
important
had a
mental is.
PTSD episode.
Yeah, when I said it, he
No,
remembered exactly what
I
you
actually
told.
liked him. I like the style of play. I like the way he played. I mean, again, I feel like when Poch left Tottenham, like that's when his like downfall started. And,
Oh yeah,
obviously,
Mourinho.
Mourinho, yeah, he wasn't good. Like with Mourinho, but
Mourinho's the kind of player manager would kill a player like that. Yeah, that's the end of
Yeah.
their career, man.
You
Yeah,
gotta have thick skin to be coached by Mourinho.
yeah, and Delhi is like
Do you think Mourinho was?
Madonna.
Do you think he was aware of like the whole like the issues he was going through and everything, or do you think he was like he probably just kept that to himself and he just saw it different form?
I feel like Mourinho wouldn't care. Like he genuinely wouldn't care. He just wants like output on the pitch. I feel like that's the kind of manager he is.
That is true. I don't know. Something about Mourinho. Like, he just
I
wants
mean,
to-
don't you remember Don't you remember his speech, like in the Amazon documentary, The All or Nothing? You can really tell he's trying to get into his character and make sure, like, beyond just his time at Tottenham, that like he was gonna continue to have a good career and only be focused on like what's important in his life. That's what he's trying to preach to him. Like from what I've seen in the clip.
Do you think Mourinho's the
Yeah, but
good
then
guy
you
or the bad guy?
I think he's in that situation.
Yeah, it's not that situation, but like with players in general, because he has a lot of fallouts.
Oh, I think he's a bad guy. I never liked Mourinho. I still don't like Mourinho.
Really?
I think it's very hit or miss. Like he either
But
loves you
I'm
or
an Arsenal
like
fan.
he absolutely hates you and he'll disrespect you in front of everyone.
Yeah.
You know.
The thing
It's
is, like,
hard.
I think he like pushes players to the brink, and sometimes he pushes them past the brink. So it's like a lot of players get pushed off the brink, and some players like really stick with it.
You know when I knew Mourinho was a problem was when he fought with Casillas. Like, how do you fight with Casillas, the most peaceful football player?
Mm.
But you never
And
know
yeah,
what's
some
going on
players
behind
are
the scenes, to be
untouchable.
honest. Like,
What do you say?
What would you say, Nati?
okay. No, I said you never know what's going on behind the scenes. Like even with Casillas and stuff, like
That
you
is
just never
true.
know. There's always something that could be going on. You know.
But Nati, if it's like if it always happens, and it's always with Mourinho too. Every team he's at.
Yeah. You can also say the same for Pep because like Pep always has issues with his players too. Like, but it's just not like as just. I guess it's just not really out there. It's just more low key. You just see that he just doesn't give them a chance whenever he has issues with them. You know?
But I feel like Pep doesn't prolong it as soon as something like happens, they're pretty much gone. Like Mourinho, like him and Shaw, or him and
Pogba.
Manabert, yeah, like the right back at Tottenham, like it extended for years. And Pep, like as soon as Cancelo like fall out of line, he was out of the club. Very
No, but the thing I respect with Pep is like even if he has like if he doesn't rate a player, like you won't hear about it in the media. But like Mourinho would literally go out to the media and just like tell them everything and just like disrespect the player.
Yeah.
If he's keeping it behind the scenes, it's like
Okay,
whatever.
that's
Okay, you
fair.
just don't like him, but when you're putting it out to the media, that's like a whole different story.
Yeah, that's true. But then you're also saying that like without saying it, Nebs, if you're like transferring Cancelo out of nowhere when he's
Yeah,
been
but
doing
that's
well.
fine. Like that's fine. I'd say like, you're not actually like ruining the reputation of a player. Like you're just like, you don't want that player in your team, right? But Mourinho, like it's crazy. Like when he was even with Luke Shaw, he was like, when he had a good game, he would be like, yeah, he was on the pitch, but it was my mind. Like who says
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I am Jose Mourinho.
The thing is, he was right, Nevs. He was right.
No, he
You can't
was
even-
not.
Yeah, he
Nah,
was, Nevs. He was right. He was right.
There was no need for that. Like, what did he achieve by saying that? Like nothing.
Yeah. Anyways, Nati, you could start like the second round with you, with your second player.
Yeah, okay. Second shout, I'm gonna give it to I feel like Pato, Alexander Pato, AC Milan. I feel like him. He was like I don't know. For me, I was definitely very young when he was playing. At most of my like what I've seen is just like through YouTube highlight reels and stuff like that. But like he was a very skillful player, man. Like and I you would expect it from what you see. You would expect it so much from the player like that. But he was already back in Brazil, but by like what, like 2013 or something. But yeah, I think that's another, shout for Wonder Kids. Pretty upsetting. Wait, was Pato ever a golden boy?
I think he was a golden boy.
Yeah. Did you ever get the golden boy? Yeah, right? He was, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, man. I think so. But he plays in Brazil now, I think.
I think he was.
But he said
Yeah,
he's
back
happy.
in Brazil.
He said, I don't care. Like on a recent interview.
Yeah. And yeah.
I
Did
don't
he
blame
get
him.
goals for Chelsea?
I
I
guess
thought
he was definitely a baller.
he was on loan at Chelsea. Like
Yeah, he played for Chelsea. Yeah.
Did he get goals? Like, or was he a flop?
No.
I think he was a flop.
He was a flop. He was a huge flop.
Yeah.
A Chelsea striker, that's not a flop.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's not common, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that is very common. Sorry. Yeah. How about you?
Me? Okay. I think It's okay. I'm gonna say from Liverpool too. Jordan Ibe. I don't know if you guys watched it.
That's a really good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah, Jordan Ibe
Who
was
you say, bro?
he was
Is
saucy.
it Aya?
Jordan Ibe.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah,
good shout.
he was so good. I think for him was mental health issues. 'Cause he got severely depressed, and then he got
Mm.
lowered down. Everything went downhill. But I remember when Sterling left to City.
Mm-hmm.
He was our star man. And
He
then
was good at like bursts at Bournemouth. I remember
Oh,
him
you guys
and
got a good amount of money for him, no?
we
Stanislas.
did, but we expected him to be like a franchise player. That's where he was heading. And he just
Do you think, Yo-Yo, do you think that that's the same thing is going to happen with Solanke, or do you think he's actually going to turn out to be a good player for
I don't
Bournemouth?
think Solanke is a good player, even when he
Really?
came. But we got good money. I just think I think he would be a better bouncer.
But
He's a championship player, in my opinion. I think he'll do really well in the championship, but when he comes to Prem, I don't know. There's just
It's
something.
too
don't
big.
you
It's
think
too
he's a
big.
level above like an Ibe though?
Who?
Solanke?
Jordan Ibe?
Solanke.
Like in their time?
So I'm saying, isn't Solanke who do you think has like is on a higher level? Solanke was Ibe.
If we're talking about peaks, Jordan Ibe.
I mean, like as a player, who you think will go further in their career?
Solanke.
Yeah,
100%.
I
Solanke's
agree.
still playing. He's match fit and everything. Jordan Ibe, not anymore.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's a good comparison, though.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you, Nebs? Who's your other player?
I'm gonna say a player that like I don't know. He's not completely a flop, but he definitely did reach his potential, and he's one of my favorite players. I'll say Anthony Martial.
Mm.
When he came to United, it was like, he had a Ballon d'Or clause.
Golden boy.
He had the Golden Boy.
50 million down the drain.
But honestly, he's a
One
great
of your favorite players, though?
everything, but obviously with injuries and like he hasn't been that consistent. And yeah, I'd say he's a wonder kid that failed, in my opinion.
Mm.
You remember
By
that
the
game?
heights, definitely
I think
failed.
that, yeah.
I'll never forget his like debut goal. I was watching that live, and like the commentary was perfect.
Honestly, like as the last 10 years as a United fan, that's probably like my top
That's on
one.
flip your screen.
But
Mm. Was it? Didn't Benteke score a banger as well? Made Andre
it was
Herrera
awesome
look like a.
that game. It was a crazy game.
Yeah, that was a good game. I remember it still. Man, I'm just remembering how bad Liverpool's attack was a couple of years ago, man. What was it? Balotelli and what was it? Barton? Was that his name? The striker, the English guy.
Who did they have? Oh, I don't.
What was his
It's
name?
not Joey Barton.
Yeah, that's not Joey Barton. It's
Ricky Lambert, who was in that.
Lambert. Yeah, something like that. Lambert. Yeah, Lambert and Balotelli.
Lallana behind them. Like that team was so
class.
trash.
Yeah.
I think Joe Gomez made his debut that game, actually. So
Really?
Yeah. That's crazy. And Anger, whatever happened to him? Now that we're talking about Liverpool,
I have no idea.
Anger?
He was like wasn't he like a decent center back?
Wait, who are you talking about? Anger.
Daniel Agger, wasn't that his name? Like
Daniel Agger, the
Yeah.
Danish guy, right, with the mohawk.
Yeah.
He wasn't like a youngster. He played till he was like 33 for Liverpool.
I know. I'm like, what happened to him after Liverpool? Because I thought he was
Klopp
alright.
came and he wanted more. He wanted better players, and he understood. He understood his time was over, so he left.
Hmm.
He was like a mediocre center back.
Okay. Yeah.
Tough times, bro. Tough times.
Yo,
Casa, are you
wanna
here?
Give, like, your
Yeah.
shit.
Alec, are you here?
He's not here. Let's
Yeah,
take
my
it.
internet, man.
No.
Okay.
Nebs, let me tell you about this one. Yeah, Adnan Januzaj. How'd you feel about that?
He's on my list too. Yeah.
Adnan Januzaj, yeah, he definitely has to be up there. I know that one season with David Moyes, I genuinely thought he was gonna be like our star player for the next
Ronaldo.
10 years, and
Mm.
obviously,
He did score that one goal against England in the World Cup. I remember that.
yeah, but I
People
don't
were
know.
like,
See,
"That's gonna
people like
set his career off
Real
again."
Sociedad, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Nebs, how about
I think he
Makeda?
is.
And one
Oh
decent season.
my
Sevilla.
god,
He's at
that's
Sevilla.
crazy. Even him, his only 2 goals are against Liverpool and Arsenal, bro.
Who's this?
Makeda.
Oh
Remember that
yeah,
striker?
yeah. And do you remember Love? He had a right back called Love, right?
Really? Nah.
I think so. He got like an assist against us when Rashford played his first game, and then we never seen his like.
Oh no,
face
no, no!
again.
That's Varela, Nico
Was it
Varela.
Varela? I could have sworn you guys had like a.
We got him from Real Madrid's academy, actually.
Whatever happened to him again then?
He's a bum. He only had that one game, bro.
He just cooked us in the dips.
we were spawning youngsters like when Van Gaal was there. I remember Van Gaal would just play anybody. Like he would play our youth.
Do you miss Van Gaal? Do you think he did a good job?
I don't know. Under him they would play well, but they were just trash players. I know Fosu Mensah. We had like Blackett, Paddy McNair. They would all play. It's like, who are these people?
Oh, I remember Patty.
Yeah.
I'm real though. Like the fact that Van Gaal like couldn't utilize like Depay and Di Maria though, that says a lot. You know? Like I don't know.
Depay.
Yeah, he was the one that bought Depay.
Yeah, he wanted Depay.
And Di Maria at the time too.
No, he didn't. Di Maria was
like Di Maria.
Like Woodward wanted him, but Di Maria and Van Gaal like hated each other.
Yeah, because Di Maria didn't want to leave Madrid. He was forced out.
Yeah, I guess.
Was it Papa Perez?
No.
who
It
forced him
was James came.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then Di
That's
Maria
so
was
crazy because like they actually sold him.
for
James is also another like Loki like a failed
Failed
like wonder
wonder
kid.
kid.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like,
Do you guys consider
Di Maria
like
wanted to leave, but he didn't want to come to Manchester. Like he didn't like Manchester. Like living in Manchester wasn't like he didn't like.
You know that old FIFA career mode was
Listen,
like,
man.
boss, I can't handle the gray skies, the weather. You know that you get that message, your best player is leaving.
Stuff.
Do you guys consider like when, for example, when like Kluivert had, his son is like not very well known. You guys, I don't know if you consider that like wonder kids if they're just like the kids of ballers.
I don't think that's failed wonder kids, but I feel like it's failed nepotism.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like Casper
I
Schmeichel.
feel like
Kluivert was good. Justin Kluivert.
Yeah, but like not to his father though.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Bro, look at
the thing is, I
Zidane's
feel like
child.
I don't expect.
You don't
You
expect
can't really expect them to be as good as their parents. You know, you can't really expect them to be as good as their parents. But I feel like there's
Why
certain
not,
things
man?
that
They have the
players
genes,
that
bro.
good. No, yeah, like at the end of the day, though, I feel like those parents, they can teach them a certain level of like, playing or whatever it is that other people can't teach them, and like when they just don't even reach anywhere near like where their parents are, it's crazy to me. Ronaldinho's son, bro, like we haven't heard of like anything from him since like he signed for Barca or something. He signed for Barca, right? We haven't heard anything.
Mm-hmm. Or even Mbappe's brother.
You would expect a lot more from players like that.
He's really bad.
Mbappe.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't talk about brothers because we're gonna get into like Pogba's brothers. We're just not even talking about brothers.
Okay, but let's talk about like potential wonder kids like Joe Bellingham. Do you guys think he'll actually like move up to like the Prem and stuff with Sunderland? Like, moving
I
up
think
from
he has
Sunderland?
a chance. He has a chance. I know he's playing really well,
Yeah.
but I don't know. We'll see.
I hope so. Because he's gonna come to Madrid if he's like Jude.
What
You
position?
have both Joe and Jude.
He plays striker.
Really? Oh,
Yeah. Like Bellingham.
Bellingham is not his natural position though.
Yeah, but he's killing it though. This man's playing center forward.
He's playing
he
as
has
a false
5
nine,
goals. Huh?
He's in the false nine position.
Yeah, false nine.
It's not gonna work long term though.
No, I won't. They're
How about
waiting
this
for
one?
Mbappe.
Yeah.
They're
How about
trying to
this
get
one?
Alvarez too.
Isn't bad luck. How about this one, guys? How about How about Wonder Kids who are having like a remontada, like Chuba Akpom with his move to Ajax and how he did in the championship. Navs, he will have a remontada. Navs. Why are you hating?
That's a
Why are you hating?
that's a bold statement, Daggy.
That's a very bold statement, bro.
Watch
Yeah.
this Pratt's club is gonna bid like 60 million next summer for him.
Man United?
Yeah.
No,
And
United
then
are
you'll
trying
be
to
the
get
first
Ferguson.
as the Twitter twats like or ex twats go about like wanting to sign him and him being the best player, making comps about him, bro. Watch next summer, man.
Photoshop thing.
Yeah, Photoshop.
Photoshop Kings.
United actually, yeah.
Yeah.
And Anthem Liverpool are shameless with that too, bro.
It's a bad Daggy.
Why are you talking as a Liverpool fan?
It's a
Oh
bad-
my.
At least we get
Yeah,
the
with
players.
Bellingham, I don't think I've seen a player more photoshopped as Bellingham in a Liverpool kit, man.
You know, I'm glad we didn't get
I see
Bellingham.
it.
I'm
Of
so
course you
glad. Let me
What
tell
do
you
Of
why.
course you are. Of
Let me
course
tell
you
I'm
Nah,
are.
glad we
you
didn't
know
get
you're not glad,
Rangers.
man. Stop that
Hear
lie.
me out. Hear me out.
Stop the lie.
Firstly, it was
bro.
too much money. If we got Jude Bellingham, bro, for 5 years, we won't sign another player.
105 is too much.
By the
for
way, you were-
Bellingham.
Yeah.
But
That's
And
you
you were
got
putting that
that's
money in for
that's a great
Caicedo.
value. That's a great
Yeah.
value.
No, Caicedo was all a plan. That's because we saw how bad he was and we wanted him to go to
Bro said it's all a plan.
all a plan. It's a
Oh my
butterfly effect, bro.
Who's saying this, bro?
For you guys to get McAllister.
Oh,
That's the
man.
grand plan.
Bro, McAllister's the best Brighton player, in my opinion.
Cap.
Nah. I'll be real with you. That was like before Matoma's come up, it was Trossard. I'll tell you that right now.
Trossard was very
Trossard was
very
definitely
good.
their best
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
Trossard
Him
was
or
their
Gross.
best player.
And
Gross
he
was
was
also
starting.
the
best player.
I
He
actually
wasn't
hate
starting.
Arsenal fans.
What are you talking about? He wasn't starting.
Yes, he was Nebs.
No, he
He
wasn't.
scored against every big
Tro-
team in that season before we signed him, man.
No, he only scored against Liverpool.
He
No,
wasn't
he
a starter.
scored against Chelsea.
When
He
you
scored
guys bought
against
him-
United. Scored against us.
Okay. But he wasn't a starter when you guys bought him. Like Brighton, just like
Because he
Did I-
had a problem with the manager, Nebs. That's why. Again, he was like one
Mhm.
of their best players.
But near the end, he wasn't playing well. He wasn't.
Yeah, because he fought out. He had a falling out with the Zerbi because he
maybe.
didn't want to extend his contract, or so I've heard.
Yeah, he didn't want to extend his contract. That's true.
Yeah, and then he just said, "Whatever, I won't play." Or De Zerbi said, "You're not gonna play." Either way, at the time, who was better? Like Gross. Remember Izquierdo, that guy? He was there for like 6 months. Yeah,
Is he the one that scored that banger against City?
yeah, from like 100 yards away.
Damn. You know he's out for the season. Though.
I haven't seen him play. Is he still at
He's
Brighton?
injured. He's injured.
Really?
I didn't even know
That's
he
why
was
they
with the
got
club
Fati.
anymore. Oh,
Do you think Fati's a failed wonder kid?
It's too early.
yeah.
But he's
No, the
hiding-
thing is with Fati, bro, I feel like they were trying to force the Wonder Kid conversation with Fati, if I'm being honest. Like, he was good, like, he was a baller, but, like, they were trying to make him, like, something he wasn't. Like, they were trying to say he was
Like
like
the
Messi
fan,
and
like,
everything. So,
he's not Messi's replacement. Like,
yeah.
Bro, he is actually. Like,
But
they were
he was
comparing
actually a
Fati
really
and
good player, though. No, but he was a solid player. I was there. I was there for his debut. And he was actually very good. Like, he played very well.
Are
you
you
guys
guys
know-
that?
Yamil Yamal, like their new youngster, like the 16-year-old kid that's playing right now. He's a baller. Like he's gonna be like he's what they thought Fati was.
Really? You think he can follow Messi's footsteps?
Like I was like, this is hype, and then like I watched him play against Villarreal, bro. I haven't seen a performance like that in a minute, bro.
You think they found their new Messi?
Yeah. He's actually one of
That's a crazy statement, but I think he's amazing. The style of play is really good. Like, he plays
he's
like
definitely the biggest wonder kid, like, or the best one I've seen since Neymar, for sure.
Really, Yamal?
100%.
I wish he played for
Yeah,
Morocco instead of
he's very
Spain.
good.
Though.
I know it would have been nice. But...
He would have actually made a difference too. That's the thing, you
Oh,
know.
can you
And
imagine?
Morocco's a solid
A
team.
lot of talent. Like even Balde, their left back. I think he's the best left back in the world. And I think Pedri, obviously.
What?
What? 100%. Who's better? Watch him say Robertson, bro.
Bro, the absolute shock.
Get out of here.
Actually,
Kieran Tierney.
Who's better, Yo? Please explain.
firstly, Robertson. Okay.
Kieran is a crazy shot.
Get out.
Robertson.
Bro, Robertson is insane, by the way. You cannot say that. You actually cannot say
Thank you. Robertson's amazing.
Chill out. Nah.
that. No, I'm not agreeing with you, fam.
You guys are talking about like left backs, I did.
Bro, this
Yeah,
guy's saying Balde's the best left back.
Yeah, bro.
Balde is the best.
Nah. How about Estu Purvis?
Right now, Balde is better than Robertson.
Estupian is up there, but he's not better than Balde.
Guys, you're forgetting Robertson. Like he just had one bad season.
Yo, Robertson hasn't been playing well for a while.
He's past it. He hasn't been the same player for like 2 years, man.
It's also your system, but I feel like
He's also being like saved by how poorly Trent is playing back. Like people aren't realize how bad Robertson is playing the back too.
But go ahead. Besides Robertson, Robertson is clearly not the best left back in the world.
Yeah, we're quiet.
I think that Kamavinga is a better left back.
Stop.
Kamavinga is a good left back though.
He's a good left back, but you're not gonna call him the best left back in the world when that's
But
not.
no, he's better than Balde.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yo, like Balde was something crazy. Cool. Like, he was
Malacia.
having a crazy
I'm just a
season.
natural hater, guys. I don't like Barca, that's why.
There's not that many good left backs in the world.
No, because Barca they create these players out of nowhere.
I know.
Even like huge problems.
Barca are looking good this season, man. They're
Yeah.
like a solid foundation. Their defense is on point. They have Pedri, Gavi,
They got Felix and Cancelo.
Felix and Cancelo too.
And the city.
Bro, leave that, bro. Hey, Gundogan, bro.
Gundogan.
Bro, Gundogan is a scary signing.
They just have Lewandowski up front. That's the only problem.
That's not a problem.
It is. It's not, the way he's been
By the way,
playing.
Lewandowski scoring like. Nah, him scoring 20 plus goals in his debut season, that's enough. Like that's
No,
enough.
not but he scored like 25 halfway through, and then since then he scored like 2.
Yeah. The distribution.
That's fair, yeah.
You know, like a lot of Saudi teams are trying to get Lewandowski.
And they should. He would be a perfect player for them. Honestly.
I think he fits it.
Yeah, we couldn't go this video without mentioning Walcott. I thought someone would mention him again. He's my obvious wonder kid who failed. People forget like just how good he was when he first came out. I remember that game against Newcastle when he scored 4.
Yeah, I watched that game.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm not even joking. He was almost at Mbappe level at a certain point when he started at Arsenal, man. People really thought he was going to be like one of the best players in the world. He was like the first player to be on a FIFA career before since Thierry Henry, if I remember correctly, on the FIFA 12 like poster. He got over 100 goals for us, like 80 goals in the Premier League and some goals in the Champions League. Scary fast. He was really good.
He was explosive.
But then injuries, bro. Injuries, and then he just couldn't. He just forgot how to finish, and yeah, his career dwindled over a couple of years, man.
Do you remember Daggy? You guys were playing Spurs, and you were winning 2-0. He got injured, and he was just
never forgets. Yeah, never
forget.
forgets. Yeah.
He was tough.
Yeah.
What's like there was that injury was just a back-to-back injury. Like it wasn't for like first couple of games back, right? Like from an injury.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like, yeah, the back-to-back just messed up.
Arsenal had a lot of failed wonder kids, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's so sad.
Yeah,
A lot.
It's just
we either had failed ones or
football
just ones that
especially.
left us.
What'd you say, Dati?
We had failed ones or ones that just left us, like like Fabregas and stuff.
Nabry failed and became world class.
Yeah.
That's remontada.
But also might have to do with it being Bundesliga, man. Like
Yeah.
We could have also
that has
thrown like Maitland-Niles in there too. I don't know if. I feel like he looked decent when he first came out. Chamberlain as well.
But Wonder Kid is a crazy shot. So.
Chamberlain though,
Wonder Kid for
Looking at
me,
Dev's face.
he was disgusted on social media now.
Wonder Kid is a crazy shot for
Racismo,
me.
bro. That's a bit racismo, if I may say.
I think Speed is more of a wonder kid than Maitland-Niles.
How about Chamberlain? Chamberlain, like there was a lot of hype for him when he came out.
I remember the injury that messed him up.
He's a bum, bro. Oh my god. Liverpool.
Yeah.
He had one good game.
His first season, he was really good. He was like starting midfielder.
Yeah.
I think I don't know what was his position. Like I couldn't even
That's the
tell.
thing. Klopp used to play
that
him
was his
right
problem.
center
Yeah.
mid.
Right center mid. He played
Yeah.
right wing back, midfield. Like I don't.
Mm. He had a nice strike on him, like outside of the box.
Yeah, he
So
could shoot.
that's about it. Yeah.
He was pretty quick too. He was agile.
Yeah. And let's use like I don't know, maybe another 5 minutes and we'll wrap up. Just like saying some wonder kids are about right now who you think might fail, like might not reach the levels. Like for example, like Ferguson. You guys think he'll like reach the heights that people are saying? You know, that's just throwing that out there. Not that I believe he'll flop or anything.
Okay. I think Pedri might fail. And hear me out. Pedri's an amazing player. He's already world class, but they're overusing him too much. He's gonna get injured.
I feel like Pedri was like supposed to be like like the new Xavi. I think they're just trying to make him like that.
Mhm.
Xavi was like a consistent player for Barca, and he never really failed.
But like the thing is though,
So
now
it's
there
like,
are a lot of games, back to back games. Like there are weeks where they play 3 games. And they'll still play Pedri 3 times. Like I have no hate against him. I respect him. He's a very good player. But I feel like injuries could get to him. Because if you think that's what
I
happened to
think
Jack
Gundo would be there
Wilshere.
to replace Pedri a little bit.
What'd you say?
I think Gundo would be there to replace Pedri a little bit.
Hopefully.
They have a lot of midfield options, but they still play them a lot.
They play him. Because like recently, like with a lot of these young kids, out of nowhere they'll start playing every game and they always get messed up long term. Like Jack Wilshere is the perfect example. Because Arsenal were playing him day in, day out. And you saw what happened.
Mm. But then there's players like Saka who can just write it, and Rashford, players like that.
Till when, Daggy? Till when?
Until the rest of the team starts catching up, which I think we start to see, and at least Arsenal, United might get there too.
Like, Arsenal needs to buy another winger.
Like now, I was actually going to talk about this too. I don't think Saka's had one good game this season so far, but everyone else is sort of like picking up the. Whereas I don't know if you guys disagree with me. I don't think Saka's had one good game this season yet.
I think the game against Nottingham he was decent.
He was so good.
Since then. Yeah,
Again,
Nottingham was good,
Nottingham.
but since then he's
Oh, when he scored that goal, I don't know, man, if he did anything
Yeah.
else. Like
He
I
was
have a
playing
high
well
bar
that
for
game, to
him.
be fair.
That's it.
He wasn't good against us or the game before that. Too.
Or against Palace, or when we drew against Fulham. I don't think he had good performances in any of those games.
But even when he's playing bad, I feel like he still has output. So.
Yeah.
But who's been really good for you guys attacking wise? I can't really.
I think Martinelli has been quite
Odegaard,
consistent. Like he's been quite lively. Odegaard too. Yeah, Odegaard's been.
Odegaard is a steal.
I don't know.
You know what?
Biggest
Even
steal.
I hate Nketiah. I give him a lot of hate, but I think he's been consistent so far
Nketiah.
this season as well. Yeah.
For sure.
Daggy back with another Nketiah hate.
Nah, I won't, bro. People are trying to drop the standard so quickly at this club, man. Nah.
I love how things change.
Thank
though.
God,
Like,
Zach.
To be fair though,
people didn't like.
Yeah.
I'll take him as a backup any day.
100%.
Yeah, but I think we need a proper striker and Eddie behind that, though.
Yeah. The problem is, him and Jesus are not like goal scorers. So they're
Exactly. Yeah.
right, but
You know what it is, man? Like I'd say that give Jesus enough consistent game time, and he'll score 20+ goals in the season. Because like he was
Yeah,
actually going crazy at the start, man. He was going crazy. He just like just hit the ground running. And I feel like
He's
people
so
just need to give him
talented,
enough
dude.
consistent time.
He's an animal,
He's
bro.
very
It's
good.
just I don't know if he can last long. It's just his legs. I don't know. He gets injured a lot.
He does.
Yeah.
But the reason why I like him is because he's the only player that we have that actually runs at the defender. Like a lot of our
He
players
actually
don't
does
do that.
things. Yeah. Him and Martinelli, I think, are only direct players that will just run out of there. I think.
Yeah.
Sometimes Declan Rice has shown like he like runs in midfield, like just scallops. Other than that, I don't know.
no, but I like being too direct is not a good thing either. When I see Martinelli, I mean, it works sometimes, but I feel like the way Saka dribbles, the way Saka carries the ball is definitely a lot better. More like it's more beneficial to your team, in my opinion.
You think sometimes, man, you just need to stop like beating around the bush and just go at it, Nibs.
That's true.
And sometimes Martinelli helps us do that. You know? And yeah,
Thing is, Martinelli,
uh,
if he learned how to cut on the right side and hit that ball on the right, like he would be very, very good. But he just doesn't know how to do that. That's his
Guys,
main
mark
issue.
my words. Martinelli will be a Real Madrid player in like 2 3 years.
No, no.
he's too good for that club, man. Come on, stay at Arsenal. Come on, come
The thing
on.
is, if you guys don't win trophies, he's gonna get hungry. You know.
Yeah. No, I think he genuinely loves this club, though. Yo.
Yeah, Gandagi. Like Fakara, there's love. But at the end of the day, they love winning more than love any club, except Harry
Yeah,
Kane.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And do you guys want to
Anyway,
get our last
yeah. If you guys have
yeah,
like
shout?
your shouts for who might be who would fail, not
I
to, and
do
then
want to ask you guys, like, how much is the hype around Ferguson like that crazy? Because I haven't been hearing as much like about him, but I don't think he's really all that, to be honest. I feel like he's decent, but
Not you watch.
I
I
don't
started
know.
watching. He's a poacher.
He's a
He's a
ghost.
poacher. Yeah.
he's good, man. He's
Really?
good. He's very strong, quick.
He
He's
reminds
good
me of like
technically.
Muller, but like a better striker. You know, like Muller's
But
IQ?
is that not like with recency bias? So?
Huh? Maybe. I don't but like when I watch him, he's nice to watch.
No, like I think people are overdoing it after this hat trick, but I mean, even before that, I definitely like. I wanted him to come to United instead of Rasmus Højlund.
Oh no, Hoyland is good, Nebs.
Oh no, I like Højlund too, but I feel like
I think you guys need to calm down a little bit about Hoyland too, though. Like he looked good, but like
nothing, bro. He pushed Arsenal players around, and then
yeah,
people crazy,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
No, but like
Some
I'm kind of like
fans are going crazy though.
I'm curious. Like I'm looking forward to see him play.
yeah, for sure, we definitely need it. So
I want to see him over a couple of games, yeah,
yeah,
and see if he has output. I feel like your attackers might annoy the hell out of him, though, Nebs. Like Rashford and stuff.
No,
You remember
like,
that, like,
probably
yeah, that
Martial.
moment when he was like running clear and Rashford just wouldn't pass
no,
him.
that was listen. That's the perfect example of how like people are overreacting. It's 100% Hoyland's fault. You know that, right? Like he completely made the wrong run. Like it was so dumb. Like Rashford couldn't do anything in that situation. Like if he just held back, he could have passed the ball to him. But then like the run that he made, Rashford couldn't do anything about it.
Couldn't he play forward into his run?
Into where he was running, he was just running in a straight line into like the crowd. Like I don't know.
Okay, fair.
But I think he has. I can definitely. We need a striker like that can hold up the plan. You know.
Hoyland.
One other shot, just because it came into my head, like Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well. I remember he was really big when he first came on. Good. He went to
I think
crap.
he needs to leave Everton
Maybe.
to revive his
Bro,
career.
he was
He's a
in my
really good
FPL
header,
squad,
man.
like so quick that season.
One more player is like Paul Pogba, maybe. Paul Pogba.
Oh my god, yeah.
Mm,
In terms of talent, I really can't give you a player that has like that's more complete than Paul Pogba, but obviously his mentality and like
No, Paul Pogba was like Ballon d'Or level.
he is genuinely Ballon d'Or level.
So
I mean,
talented.
he's still
But
good
like,
at
can you say he's
He won World Cup.
he was the I think
yeah,
he was,
like
I think he was
and he
front
was phenomenal in that too. He
for that
was,
World Cup.
Would
I
you
think
say
he was,
that?
I think he was their best player in the World Cup. And then for United, he was also our best player, but obviously, like for the talent he had, he didn't achieve anything. So.
He still had a lot. Him and Neymar is the worst heartbreak story in football.
Honestly,
mm.
they made the game beautiful to watch too. Watching Paul Pogba, like he's still to this day my favorite player, but obviously,
But James Milner had a better Premier League career than he did.
okay, chill out. Like, okay,
Sadly.
we won more trophies. That's
Just have to say that.
Okay, on that bombshell, we gotta end it. I don't think we talk after what you just said. Take care, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Much love. Like and
Much
subscribe.
love.
Ciao, ciao.
See you guys.
Take care, guys.